Hey, what's up and how's it going, everyone? Well, I'm so glad that you have took your time to spend with me right here today on the MRB Wrestling Review Show. I'm your co-host, Mike Big Rock Wilson, and last night was NXT from the Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida. What I really like about the show last night is that the show started with a championship match and ended with a championship match, but there was really no backstage segments that happened on the show, and that's the only thing I kind of really didn't like about the show last night, but that's alright. Let's get down to it. The first match was for the NXT Tag Team titles. The new champions, The Ascension, took on Corey Graves and Adrian Neville for the Tag Team titles. And I really like the setup of this match going into this. You know, the guys that are going to get a rematch, will get a rematch and will probably not win this match. And as a result, the Ascension won the match. I thought, that was the right way to go. And the other interesting thing that I really liked is that there was some really interesting plot points throughout that match as well. Especially from Adrian Neville and Corey Graves. When Corey Graves tagged in Adrian Neville, and he knew he was not 100%, and neither was Graves. So, that was a little, weird when it comes to tag team wrestling. And then we saw, that little bit of miscommunication when Corey Graves got knocked off the apron, and then shortly after, the Ascension capitalized and got the victory. After the match, we saw Corey Graves helping out Adrian Neville, and then he told them that it's over, we're not the champs, it's done. They had the rematch, and then Corey Graves just takes down Adrian Neville, and then that heel turn was actually pretty good. It was pretty well executed, and I think that these two can really benefit from working with each other now as a rivalry to form, because we all know that the wrestling entertainment is very singles driven when it comes to the careers in the wrestling business. So with that being said, I think that these two will really benefit from a one-on-one match sometime in the future. And with that said, I think that this is another one of those plot points where, when the WWE decides to bring them up, I can see them, renewing the rivalry as well on NXT. Also on the show, we saw Tyler Breeze go one-on-one with CJ Parker, and it was only a very short match. It wasn't really the greatest. When it comes to building up a rivalry, I thought it kind of lost momentum because, we saw the end result. The rivalry will probably continue because what happened was that Tyler Breeze got the victory after he poked Tyler Breeze in the eye. He poked CJ Parker in the eye and then laid his finisher and got the win. And then shortly after, we saw CJ Parker kind of, trying to get the one-upsmanship on Tyler Breeze. So, with that being said, I don't see the point of this rivalry continue because really CJ Parker is not really resonating with the universe. With the NXT fans as a babyface. And putting him in that situation against Tyler Breeze was probably not the right way to go for his career. I think that if he were in a tag team with another babyface on NXT, or if he was put in a different situation with someone else, someone who's resonating with the fans as a heel, probably would have worked for CJ Parker. And with that said, Tyler Breeze as a heel is resonating with the fans in a weird kind of way, because the fans are actually, the smart fans, they're on board with this character of Tyler Breeze, and I think, with this rivalry forming, it really doesn't mesh well, so I think that it's a lose-lose situation. So with that being said, I think I'm just not really feeling it, when these two are going at it one-on-one. But when they're in the tag team match, you could see, that hatred towards each other, and it works. But when they're in the ring one-on-one, it just doesn't cut out for the NXT fans. Also, we saw a Divas Tag Team match. It was Sasha Banks and Summer Rae versus Paige and Emma. And first, I gotta say that the Divas division on NXT is absolutely amazing. And with that said, I thought that match, for what it was worth, it was actually, a decent match. I liked some of the elements that really played out. We saw, it wasn't much, but a little, thing going on with Paige and Emma. Because Paige is the champion, she would figure that Emma would be gunning for her title soon. So, it would make sense for Paige to react in a way when she's around Emma. So I thought, that was smart on the part of Paige. And also Paige's aggressiveness throughout that match. Paige's is absolutely incredible when it comes to, her aggressiveness in the ring, as well as her wrestling, and even though it was a tag team match, we didn't see her full potential when it comes to her wrestling, but for what it was worth, it was still not half bad. And, usually I don't mind, the champ, losing an odd match here or there, so, with that being said, you can't have too much of a good thing where a champ is winning match after match after match, week after week. So I like how they change it up a little and have, the heels, go over with the baby faces. And I like that, Paige, lost the tag team match. The only nitpicking thing I kind of didn't like was that it was Summer Rae that pinned the champ. I thought, they really should, not concentrate on this rivalry because we already been there, done that with Paige and Summer Rae. I think if it was Sasha Banks that got the win over Paige, I think that would have been a lot better. It would, it would form a better and a new, fresh rivalry between Sasha and Paige, even though it's there. We kind of don't see, any momentum shift after that match, but for what it was worth, it was still, like I said, it was not half bad. And the main event was Bo Dallas versus Sami Zayn for the NXT Championship. What I really like about that match is the sense of urgency and the desperation on the part of both guys in the beginning of that match, where there's a couple of hurry up near falls that almost got the win, so to speak. So, I kind of like that because the title is on the line and you want to win, the match really quickly and throw the other guy off guard. So it really makes sense for those two, to have that mindset going into that match. As well as, the end result as well. The interesting thing is that, the first part of the match, it was actually not half bad. We're kind of building up to this, rivalry continuing like the ending, and I think we got that. What happened was that first off, we saw Sami Zayn pin Bo Dallas 1, 2, 3, but Bo Dallas' foot was on the rope. JBL, the new general manager, comes out and says that this match is not going to end in controversy in the new JBL era on NXT. So restart the match. I like it. Because what happened was that this match... Here's the interesting thing. This match, right after that controversial win, was absolutely amazing. Near fall after near fall after near fall after near fall. That part of the match was really, really exciting. It was really suspenseful. It was really intense. And it really got going. I thought that was the best part of the match on NXT in their championship match. And that alone was just absolutely incredible. The fans were on their feet. And I thought that, the way it ended was a little bittersweet. Only because of the way the match was going. But it's understandable because this rivalry will continue. What happened? Well, I don't know where it happened, but you saw this exposed turnbuckle, and we really don't see don't get a glimpse to see how that happened. But what happened was that Sami Zayn's head hit the exposed turnbuckle, and Bo Dallas capitalized and got the win. Here's the interesting thing. JBL didn't come out after and say that this match is not going to end in controversy again. So I thought, for what that element was worth, it was a smart thing to not have that happen, because we can see this rivalry continue. So I see this, rivalry continue going on, going forth, and I think that, this match, this plot point in this rivalry was really, really great. The main event was excellent. The beginning was, a little off, compared to the main event. But the show overall was actually not that bad. It was worthwhile to watch. And there you have it. That was my review of NXT. For the MRB Wrestling Review Show, I am Mick Rock Wilson. To all you viewers watching, get plenty of rest, and always do your best.